안녕하세요, Insomnia입니다. What's up, Alphas? What's up, YouTube? Seattle Insomnia back again with My Choice Wednesday. It's kind of a mix because it's not a new group, but it's going to be new for some of my viewers who watch me regularly. I know there are some that have not heard of XG or heard of them and maybe not have paid attention to them or watched them. And because of that, I kind of debated on whether I wanted to do the dance practices for their 4 MVs or go straight into the MVs. And I think I'm going to do the MVs. And then on another My Choice Wednesday, maybe revisit with their dance practices because I really, really enjoy watching their dance practice videos, just watching their technique and everything about their dance styles. Very, very satisfying. So I'm going to go ahead and get the headphones on, get flipped into dual mode, and we'll get into this reaction. Catch you on the flip side. All right, headphones on, snug as a bug in a rug. Closed captions on, full screen. All right, 3, 2, 1, XG debut title track, Tippy Toes, my favorite, and I'll break that down why in a little bit. 3, 2, 1, drop thunder. Actually, I don't need the closed captions on because everything is in English. On your tippy toes. Watch the way we move, the way we work, the way we go. That bass. Ready for us, we about to wreck the game. Maya bringing it in. Like a choo-choo train. This reality. No, we major league. Everything we do is worthy of a gallery. We gon' whisper to you super, super quiet, about to show them who's in charge. She is definitely a work of art. Taking the lead. Julia, main vocalist. Head to the sky. Eye on the prize, we're on the rise. Another. Boom. Their lines, everything about their choreography is so crisp and clean. Timing, footwork. Oh, I love their footwork in this. That's the way it goes. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes. 3, 2, 1. MJ Lean. Harvey. I love her vocal quality and tone. Kokona. Snacking on the world, it's about to give me more. When I don't know it's sober with your silly toe. Here's a tip though. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes. In the zone, try to stop us when we on the roll. Watching behind the scenes on this, them trying to keep their eyes and staring straight ahead. Chisa is starting to cry. Her eyes are watering. Her stage presence during is one of the its. Chisa. They started level 19 and they stop on floor XG. I think they actually started on floor 8. Now footwork, Canada. That's the way it goes. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes. We about to take flight. Up level. The behind the scenes on this is amazing. Even pulled back. Julia. I'ma keep you on your tippy toes. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes. Yes, that is a casket. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes. That's the way it goes. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes. The only thing that's missing on there is their toe tap walk off. I wish they would have captured that. Oh, I really, really do like XG a lot. They haven't crusted into my big 4, almost 5 yet. They're on their way. They're the third pop group because they're not K-pop, they are X-pop. Um, but they're the third foreign pop group that I really kind of got into. And they're still young. They just had they're a little over a year since their debut. I think they debuted in March 2022. So no, that would I'm trying to think because of their debut year 2022. They practiced for like 5 years in training. I'm trying to remember because the elevator scene, they start on the floor the year that they started training and then up to their XG when they debuted. Very, very significant little Easter egg in there that I really, really enjoy. But they're dancing and their vocal. I mean, everything about this group. That's why I'm like, they're really good. They're still very young, but the sky is the limit. Actually, not even the sky because they're taking it to outer space. Um, there is a lot, and I'm very, very excited for when they come back with their next comeback. They're going to be in LA soon for ITC LA. They were just in New York, and then they did KCON before that. For those that may not know, I am. Oh, where's boom, boom, boom? Let's see if it'll. If you recognize, there's a lot of glare. Right. Yeah. I am an official alphas. That's really bright. Boom. I have the app. I pay the monthly subscription for them. I get all the vlogs, extra content, chats, and things like that. I've not. I tried to read all of their daily vlogs or blogs, I should say, and then they do have some news and extra and all that stuff that gets posted up on there. It goes there first, and then later it goes on to YouTube. All their merch, like everything you can get to them exclusive when they do their lives. They'll be in like the community chats chatting with all the alphas and things like that. Just every time they do, I'm usually at work because of the time difference. But yeah, I am an official office, and they're right at that cusp of hopping into that next level of being. And I have two ults currently, and that's Dreamcatcher and Mamamoo, and they are so good. They're gonna be there. I already know that they will be. So they just almost to that level. They're dancing. They're singing. And Tippy Toes, I like Tippy Toes, even though they've come out with Left, Right, and Shooting Star more recently, which has really thrown them into the spotlight. I like the message behind Tippy Toes. A lot of reactors that I saw were like, this is too muted down. This is, I'm expecting more. There are groups that are coming out the gates swinging, and they could have done more. They did exactly what they wanted to do. They came in subtle, quiet. They did not want to give you everything they got right away. They wanted you on your tippy toes, the edges of your seat, so that you could see next time they ramped it up in Mascara. They ramped it up in Shooting Star, and they gave us something totally different when they came out with Left, Right. And we'll get to see all that. But the bass production in this is really, really good. The whole whisper kind of sing, keeping it mellow, talking their ish, but not like in your, I guess some of it is in your face, but that really subtle way of doing it. But this choreo, breaking out of the gates with their debut, yeah. Next to Dreamcatcher, XG for dancing groups, second, 100%. And they've only been out for a year, a little over a year, and they're going to continue to grow and keep building that experience. They're going to be tied for number one, hands down. All right, let's get into Mascara next. Their first comeback. All right. I don't. Oh, and that's it. So all of their tracks to date have been in English. They're a global group. So their title tracks have all been in English. When they do their labs and things like that, the pre-debut and some of the post-debut, like special clips kind of things, they have mixed in Japanese and Korean with their lyrics, the voxes and the tapes. And I've been informed that there is a tape 3 coming soon, so I am really, really looking forward to that, to see what they do. So when that drops, I'm gonna be all over it. All right, Mascara. 3, 2, 1, drop that. Starting off strong.
Hi, how you do? Gonna tell them, baby, how we do. XGALX, but we don't never let you mess up twice. Have you ever had to with the lies?
Harvey.
Better never hit him with the lies. Yeah, if you ever have a magic cry.
She's another one that's got.
Baby girl, don't you ever be wasting
She
your
knows how to work a camera. Chisa, the second main vocalist. Later. The choreo, arm work, hip work. That drop. That bass. And Ada. One of the main dancers. Kokona. Don't play games. Don't be like a suplex. I'm the coupe. I'm a villa truck. Got a jet. Go, girl. Maya. Makane line. Yeah. I love the line work here. Oh, that roll off. Chisa's vocal quality, she is so clean. The dynamics of two groups, 3 and 4, and that arm movement, I love that. Boom. They are so in sync. Look at that pop and locking button. Boom, boom, boom. Kick, boom, Jurin. That power. I'm gonna be a broken record. Their timing, they are so in sync. In the dance practice video and the performance video, the timing on that, so good. Like, XG really is as good as professional dance crews, and they could go into any competition with any of their choreography and be in the running to win it. Hands down, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Vocal quality in this. So again, like I was talking about with Tippy Toes is very subtle. It was very laid back, scaled back to keep you on your tippy toes. Then they come in with Mascara. Up the production quality, give you some more switch ups using an iconic It's My Party and I'll Cry If I Want to feel. Never let another boy ruin my mascara. Why is that so hard to say? And they sing it flawlessly. A very girls' anthem, ladies' anthem, or it could be anyone's anthem. Let's put it that way. I don't want to segregate out gender neutrality. So, Don't Let Another Boy Ruin Your Mascara. Can go for anyone that can relate to the music. It is fun, upbeat. There are so much in the video production, again, taking it another level, and still really, really good. Vocal quality, we got to hear a little bit more of Hinata. She's in this process, she was really working on her English pronunciation and just kind of keep working. That's why in the first two videos, she really did not get as many lines as she will see in the next two videos. She worked super hard with Maya, who is the most fluent English speaker of the group. And we'll get to see that in the next video. But their fits, everything like in there is just, it is so well done. Simon, their producer, he knows what he's doing. He has a vision, he has a plan, and he is executing throughout. Maya getting a little bit of more sing rap in this, but Kokona, her rap flow, her presence, she's the maknae. Watch out for her. She's currently 17. She'll be 18 soon. That's the bad part. I don't remember all of their birthdays. But watch out for her. Harvey, again, they all have stage presence. They all have camera presence. They know how to work a camera. They're just really, really good. We're going to jump into their latest comeback title track with Shooting Star. This is what really has put them on the map and really have gotten people taking a look at them now with this. And again, they elevate themselves up into another level: production, music, vocals, rap, and they blend it very, very well. All right, Shooting Star, OMV, 3, 2, 1, drop thunder. Hinata.
Everything I do it A1, flawless. Make them go insane, pandemonium, riot. Always looking fresh, got the green in my diet. Head to my toe, shining like canary diamonds. Yeah, reading focus, not into it. Going stupid, saucy. We are movement, never losing. Making moves, stay popping.
That bass production and the high, and then flipping into this. Shisa. That build up. Boom, that drop. The 808s on this with that 90s R&B. Maya.
Don't need a stunt, cause we cool and suit and booty just for fun. You couldn't run up on me, I'm too out of this world. I got that spaceship jumping ready for my lunch. I don't care for my bread, I'm just going dumb. I ain't trying to fire shots.
Her, oh man. Kona's dancing is so good. Harvey's vocal tone. I love the brights and the muted darks in the video. Bringing in the kawaii culture. I love that video production when they start. It is so well done. The first time I saw that, my jaw dropped. I'm like, it's the first time I've really seen anyone kind of utilize that, and it worked so well. Because we've got Julia on the cloud flying in, looking at Maya, who's holding either a communicator or something of that nature, maybe even a camera. Futuristic, because they're very much going for a futuristic outer space vibe and theme. And the way this transitions, these next three transit we got here, transition is so well done. Boom, boom. So good. This layout right here, that shot is so good. The fits on him is really, really good. Again with the switch up, the locking, isolations. Hinata. Hinata's my bias. But Julia. Her ad-libs. Another one, Harvey coming out of the cell phone, 3D effect. Oh, these songs go way too fast. So much to catch. This video is, of the videos, definitely, it's hard because this is, the video production on this is so good, but it's also so good in left right. They definitely brought in the kawaii culture. They wanted to showcase it for the world, what they grew up with, what was their comfort zone, bringing that in, as well as some of the space element when they're in their frosty blues with the wigs. There is the fox, or not fox, their wolf mask. It kind of looks like a fox, but that's actually a wolf mask, and it is to go along with the fandom alphas. And they had it specifically made and wore for this video. The concept kind of going back and forth into a space dimension, alien-like dimension. When they're in their blue hair and all that getup, they're actually portraying themselves as aliens. I love that they really lean into that theme that they go with. When they're during kind of the bridge and in the chorus, when they're in the happy, shiny place with all the rainbows and things like that, when they're in the city, I love the fact that they're playing themselves up like kaiju. and just kind of chilling, relaxing, doing whatever, dancing through the cityscape. And I love that concept as well. So well done. And this is, like I said, this is what put them on the map and got them a lot of recognition with this debut. They did either a month to 5 weeks of shows for this track. All the major Korean shows they did, and they kept getting booked for more, like added on. I think they originally were only supposed to do 2 to 3 weeks, and Simon kept finding them after them being seen in their performances, kept booking more and more, and like it was a good month to maybe 5, possibly 6 weeks straight of back-to-back shows. So like, yeah, this is the song that got them huge recognition and got them really noticed worldwide, which is good because they deserve it. The next song, I think of this album, like I love Shooting Star a lot, but Left Right is my favorite from this latest comeback. This gives me so much nostalgia. Aaliyah is hands down my favorite artist from the 90s, 2000s, as far as like R&B and pop. Nobody compares for US. When we get into newer, Alicia Keys is up there as well. For K-pop, Dreamcatcher, Mamamoo. But with this is what really has got me at that point where they're right at that edge to call them my third alt group. All right, 3, 2, 1, drop thunder. They're still in the space theme. Harvey Chisadrun, and then they had 2 more girls, and then boom.
I got what you want, I got what you need.
This screams Aaliyah.
Oh, left, right, get it on the floor. I wanna see you left, right, get in my zone. Then we hit the slide, ready for the swing. We don't want no ops, want no drama queen.
I mean, they even got the do-rag. The fits in this though is so good. 90s MTV music video. Hello. Choreo on this is, it doesn't have to be hard hitting. It is executed well, fits the theme of the music.
We killed it, don't we all deserve it? I tell you how we want it. Oh, left, right, you've been here before, so do it till you get right. Get it one more. No, you can't.
Their wides, the body rolls, and more of a hip roll. But hitting that slow mo and their turnaround. Again, playing the camera and the elbow move. Like when I first saw it, I'm like, I've never seen anybody do that before. The timing, the dynamics. Alpha, Alpha, good and ride or die. Again, Jern with that kick. And you can see they're having fun. Their smiles, all of them are so infectious. It's hard not to want to smile back at them. Timing, attitude, swag. And they're calling to their XG. That was the X into the alpha. So good. This is of the four, well, of the four, Tippy Toes is my favorite. Then it is Left, Right, Shooting Star, and Mascara. But they're all great. It's like, I hate ranking because we've only got four. And then with their kind of Studio Lab content and things like that, like, they are a group to be reckoned with. They are going to climb the ranks. They're going to become very, very popular. And the fact that they're going for a global group and not trying to fit in either K-pop or J-pop, they went through the training. They know everything, the workings for K-pop and J-pop. So they're using that formula, but calling themselves a global group so that they're not confining themselves just to either K-pop or J-pop for marketing strategy. And it's working for them. It really, really is. I've only seen extra zero. I've been holding off, trying not to watch, but I'm like getting behind because I want to react to them, and I've got so much I'm reacting to, and work got really, really busy. So I'm kind of like, I react to new groups, but I want to react to my favorite groups that, you know, got me in and searching for more. So it's really difficult. And that's why I kind of like, all right, it's time. There's been people that's been talking about, because of my reactions and talking about XG, that I needed to give them a proper day and get through their title tracks and get them out there so people can see them and let me talk about them more, because this is another group I will gush over and become a broken record. They are that good. They do have that kind of quality. And really, I was gonna say I was gonna take the headphones off and kind of flip it into full mode and break it down, but I think for this one I've actually pretty much did a pretty good breakdown. Like, they're dancing top notch vocally. Chisa and Julia and Hinata, the main vocalists. I don't know if Hinata is I think she's a lead vocalist, but she's a main dancer. And then the rap line, you got Jern, Maya, Kokona, and Harvey. If you want to go in age order, Jern, Harvey, Maya, Kokona. So good. They didn't rap as much in this. Well, okay, in Left, Right, there wasn't really any rap. There was a little bit with Kokona had a little bit, and then the back and forth between Harvey and Kokona. Very minimal, because it was more of an R&B song. With Shooting Star, that intro, and then they would switch it off back and forth, because they still had that really EDM hip hop vibe going when it and then it switched into. So that back and forth with the rap and the softer. That's why these two songs like really elevated them. I'm getting into a rambling mode because I'm like, wait a minute, what have I talked about? What I miss? I'm kind of rushing a little bit because I'm going to be going to Oakland on Friday to see Mamamoo concert. I'm like, well, I need to have content out. I gotta have things. I'm like, oh wait, I need to get something for Wednesday. Oh yeah, I was gonna do XG for Wednesday. So I'm trying to catch up and make sure I have content for you all because I appreciate you all for tuning in with me all the time. Uh, you guys are special. I appreciate you all. So with that, I'm not going to be doing a new group this week just to kind of figure out where can I cut and still get good quality videos. So no new groups this week. No, I think I'm going to kind of actually, I think for a little while, I'm going to focus on the groups I've started and that I've liked and I want to do deeper dives into. I got to deeper dive a little bit with Idol. I need to do another deep dive. I have a viewer that actually did a guide to Billy, and I've been promising them that I would react to it. So I'm going to be doing that. Probably for my next Wednesday, I'll be doing the Billy. Red Velvet is coming up. I definitely want to get a deeper dive into Red Velvet. CL and 21 I really enjoyed, so I'm kind of like I don't want to stretch myself too thin by checking out any newer groups. I've been writing them down, like EXO, what's CL, is it CLC, something like that. There's a couple that have been recommended, and I've gotten them written down. I'm not going to go over and grab my book right now, but they're going to be coming in the future. I just want to kind of get in and kind of react to the ones that I want to take a little bit deeper dive into and get to know a little bit more. And then I've kind of neglected my RBW. Originally, this was going to be an RBW Wednesday, but with work and how busy we are getting into the summer season and me picking up extra responsibility and potentially getting a promotion, I've got to get a good balance in. And I think my Wednesdays are going to be my rotating because Mondays are technically my Friday. I work Thursday through Monday. And I have Tuesday, Wednesday off of work. Tuesday, I'm usually exhausted from the week and I try to react at night when I get off of work, but that cuts into my sleep time and the quality just wasn't there. And like I said, by the time Monday rolls around for Tuesday to have things up and ready for the next week, I'm just exhausted. So I think RBW will be a deep dive. It'll just take. It's either going to be my choice Wednesday, RBW Wednesday, or new group Wednesday, and that'll just be a rotating segment that I do. The ones that are going to stay the way they are is my K Rock Thursdays, Dreamcatcher Fridays, and Mamamoo Mondays. And the others are going to rotate because that's how I'd like to do it. And then there's going to be patron requests that come in and they'll get either plugged in or I will have an additional video specifically for if they don't fit into any of those, if it's not a Mamamoo reaction or a Dreamcatcher reaction or a K-Rock reaction, because I made the whole thing of adding Baby Metal in with my K Rock Thursday, even though I know they're J Metal. People took offense to that. And it's all about just having the time to do extra videos because it's super easy for the editing for me. But I get it. They're patrons, they're asking for a request. So I'm going to honor, if it doesn't fit, making a separate video for that. So I got to plan the time for that. And it's not that I don't want to do that. I'm trying to work smarter, not harder. But with some of the content that's being requested, especially if they're in different regions, I kind of get it. Blending them together for some people is taboo. And I'm not trying to not culturally, wanting to be have their culture showcased and given the fair and appropriate, I don't want to call it labeling, but being identified correctly. And I get that. So that's kind of how things are going to work going forward. I will definitely keep hitting me with those requests. I just can't guarantee when I'm going to get to them. But I do write them all down. It's just going to take me a little time until I figure out kind of what the work schedule is going to look like if I do get the promotion, and figuring out how far I want to deepen before I want to, say, all right, cool, let's go to the next group type thing, or start looking into newer groups again. So I will get that all figured out in the future. But yeah, that's gonna do it for My Choice Wednesday XG with their 4 title tracks. Love these girls a lot. Super, super talented. They're dancing phenomenal. And then when I cycle them back around, it's going to be all of the stationary cams for their dance practices for these songs. So, oh yeah, shaved, haircut, getting myself kind of prepped because it's getting warmer out and I sweat a lot. TMI. That's your TMI for today. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this concert. So, and I hope XG comes to Seattle. I mean, I know they're hitting LA, so hopefully if they do kick off a US tour and a few ladies see this, and alphas, if there's any other Seattle alphas, shout it out. Seattle, Seattle, Seattle. Come to Climate Pledge Arena. We'd love to see you there. All right. Kamsahamnida. Thank you very much for tuning in and sticking with me till the end. Until next time, annyeong. Peace.
Into the sun.